Sailors who served on the USS Ronald Reagan claimed they were exposed to dangerous levels of radiation after the earthquake and tsunami in Japan that led to the Fukushima nuclear plant to melt down. Fox 5's Jamie Chambers live with why a judge is throwing out their lawsuit. Jamie.
Yeah, Kathleen, well, that original mission was one of mercy, and the USS Ronald Reagan is just over my shoulder. They headed over to Japan to help aid after the massive earthquake and tsunami, but in the end, it could be those sailors who became victims of this disaster.
And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I got like 60% power through the right side of my body. That's arm, legs, everything.
Mike SEABORN believes he's just one of potentially thousands of U.S. sailors who've been exposed to serious radiation contamination after working near the Fukushima disaster zone.
I was the guy in charge of decontaminating the aircraft for our command.
SEABORN says he knows he was exposed, but his true concern lies with the sailors who were aboard the USS Ronald Reagan.
They rode right into the plume, and it contaminated the entire ship. And then their water was contaminated, and they drank out of that for a day before they realized that their water was contaminated, and then they shut the water off.
Cancer, blindness, fatigue, impotence, all symptoms plaguing former sailors from the USS Ronald Reagan. That's according to a lawsuit demanding compensation from the Japanese nuclear company Tepco.
Call one or two a coincidence, but 50, 60, people in their 20s off one ship, that's a little bit too much to...
Investigators bringing the lawsuit say Tepco knew about the meltdown, but downplayed the danger until it was too late.
I don't blame the U.S. government. I don't blame the Japanese government. I blame the people who knew about it and should have done something about it.
They were not there to fight radiation, and had they known that there was a meltdown of reactor number 1 on March 11th, 5 hours after the earthquake, I don't think they would have been in harm's way.
I want the people on the Reagan taken care of that are dealing with really big issues right now. I want their families compensated because they need to be. I don't need to be compensated. I want something put to the side to where I'm taken care of later if something happens, or my family can be taken care of if something happens to me because of this.
The original lawsuit was dismissed because of confusion over jurisdictional issues, but now lawyers say they've retooled their lawsuit and plan to file again January 6th. From the Midway, I'm Jamie Chambers.
All right, we'll continue to follow that story for sure.